Hey guys, welcome back. Wow, just got back to the hotel about maybe about 30 minutes ago. I went to the store, grabbed some dinner. So today was officially day number 1 of orientation, and it was just a very long day. Had to wake up at 5. Had to be there by 6. So we woke up at 5, or I woke up at 5. They had some breakfast, but I just chose to skip breakfast. When I eat breakfast, it just seems like it just slows me down. When I eat food, that's why I always get the itis after lunch. So I never like to eat breakfast because I just feel like it's going to slow me down. So I skip breakfast, but they do have a to-go breakfast, as you know, here at the hotels. And the bus got here promptly, I think, around 6. It's an old school bus. I got a little nervous because it's like, when I say old, it's old. Like it's, the seat literally, the seat literally fell off of the bus. But that's neither here nor that's neither here nor there. There was a school bus. They took us there. We got there around about 6 or so. 6:30. I'm sorry. Waited a little bit in the cafeteria area, and then our instructor came and got us. I'm gonna tell you now to prepare you. I don't know if I have anything, but to prepare you for not to be sent home, because we had I think 3 people that were sent home today. These are the things that you definitely need to bring. One is you definitely need to bring your driver's license and your permit. Don't just bring your permit. Your permit, if you look closely at your permit, it will say this is not a driver's license or need to be accompanied by your driver's license. Or it will say not a license. Your permit is just, it's not a license. You can't use it by itself. It has to be accompanied by your actual driver's license. So a lot of people bought just their permit, and some people drove here. Luckily, it was a rental car, so they could have flew back, so they were able to fly back home. But imagine if you drove here with just your permit and you got a ticket. That's crazy. But I mean, it happens. He said the instructor, this guy said it happens a lot. So there was that. So make sure you have your license and make sure you have your permit. If you don't have your social security card, that's fine. You can bring your passport. You can bring your passport ID, your birth certificate, any kind of second. They send you an email. I'll let you know what identification you need for your tax purposes and all that. So make sure you bring one of those options along with your permit and your license. People were sent home because they didn't have either one of those. Some people were allowed to bring it the next day, which is fine if you live close. But if you live, we're in Charlotte here, you had some people that live in New York, some people that live in Alabama that had to come back another session, which means they had to wait another week because they forgot these items or just didn't know to bring it. So just make sure you read that email that they send carefully. Another thing we had to do today, it was a lot of paperwork, a lot of computer-based learning things. But Schneider, what they do is they have a third-party vendor. I think it's called the Merge. That'll they'll put these I don't know what you call them, but the things that stick to your body. I'm gonna just call them modules. They just stick them on your body, and it's like to measure your movement. So if, say, something happened, they have a baseline for how far you're able to move one way. Say, for example, they had me bend over and stand straight up, bend over, stand straight up. And they were measuring how far I was able to move. So if something were to happen where I needed to file workers' comp, then they would do another test and see if I was limited or see if anything's changed, and that would be used. It was a little weird because the modules kept falling off, so you really couldn't, go all out. you know, in your mind, you want to, like, you know, do the best you could do, but you really can't because the modules weren't sticking properly. So she was telling, you know, she was instructing not to move much. So I just found that weird. But, you know, that took about 30 minutes. And then it was back to computer-based learning. We actually didn't touch too much on the trucking side. We went over pay and everything. And we got our boots, we got our vests. So if you don't want, I was looking for my boots. If you don't want to buy your own boots, there are specific boots that you need. If you're on a dedicated account, you need, for Schneider, you need steel toe boots. And the steel toe boots has also got to be non-slip boots. If you're not on a dedicated account, you just need non-slip. They don't have to be steel toe. But non-slip carries for both steel toe and non-steel toe. You need non-slip boots. So if you were going to go over to Walmart and buy it, then that's fine. They're not going to reimburse you or anything. But if you didn't want to do that, then they had boots there, and I took that option. It's $50 to just take $50 out of your next check. They pay. I'm trying to get all this done within my phone, storage wise, it'll break up on me. So the pay is $80 per day, starting today. You get paid. You start off a week in a hole, I think. So it's not you get paid on Fridays, but it's not this upcoming Friday. It'll be next Friday we get paid. But it's $80 per day that you're working there, and it's even on the days that you're off. So it's every day that you're available, you get paid, not days that they have off. So Sundays, yeah, they're off on the weekends. But, you know, we still get paid because we still are available to work. It's not like we're sick and called out, or we're just sitting at the hotel, chilling or studying or doing whatever. So we get paid for those days, even though we're not going to the center because they're off work, which I thought was cool. Saturday, depending on how far, or at least for this first Saturday, he said, depending on how far you are in the computer-based learning, you can either have Saturday off or you can come in to finish that. But he really wants you by that time to be focused on the things you need to know in order to operate the truck. So I think all our focus, especially tomorrow and Wednesday, will be on getting all that computer learning finished up so we can just focus on the truck Friday, and then all next week. He said, well, most of next week we will be in the truck. So it was a good day. It was long, 7 to 5, really 5:15, 5:30. It just felt long, like just sitting there. We weren't looking at the computer the whole time. It was filled up. I can say that. Like, there was never a point where I felt like I didn't have something to do, which is great because it does make the time go by faster. But at the end of the day, at 5 o'clock, you just felt like, man, I'm tired. I'm just really, really beat. And it, you know, so I guess that's great that they're able to put stuff into put things to do, so you always have something to do in the day, which is great. We did get a chance while I was getting my boots. It was in an area where they had the new trucks waiting for, I guess, the owner operators or the lease operators coming to pick them up. And man, it just gave us, me and a friend that I met there, just gave us so much motivation to kind of get to that level because they look so good. I mean, a row of new trucks just sitting there. So yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm excited. I got some studying to do, a little bit of homework, and then after that, I'm probably going to hit the sack. So thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, like, subscribe to keep up with it. I'm going to try to do this every day, even on Sundays. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.